Yes.
Many places around the world do not have a sanitary disposal of waste. The first form of latrine was used in the Indus Valley, Europe.
Although Roman culture dates back 2,000 years, they have one of the cleanest sewer systems of mankind. The vast empire of Europe created a large underground tunnel to collect the waste.
As time evolved, things changed, until the time of drastic change, when in 1596, an inventor by the name of John Harrington installed the first water closet in his godmother's palace.
It wouldn't be for exactly 179 years later that a young professor will reinvent Harrington's idea.
Alexander Cummings not only is known as the creator of the water closet, but also brought the addition of the strap, an addition to the addition valve that fits between the bowl and the trap.
Many people say that Sir Thomas Crapper was the inventor of the tunnel, when definitely all he did was take credit for Cummings' idea.
Up until 1850, water closets were mainly available for those more royal. Then, in the late 1800s, inventors began to realize they were dealing with something that had more potential to go a longer way.
Alexander Cummings installed the first water closet in his godmother's palace in 1776.
Water closet not only were sanitary form of waste disposal because people were still coming down with diseases such as E. coli and typhoid. E. coli is acute watery diarrhea with or without blood. Typhoid is a common disease which includes fever, constipation, diarrhea, stomach gurgles, tenderness, and abdominal pains.
Other diseases that people were coming down with were hookworms, roundworms, cholera, and hydatid. Sludge can become contaminated and dumped onto fields and into water, and this is how things were becoming infected.
Godmother Maria, I was thinking the other night about the talk that we had on the sanitation of our era, and how lazy everyone is being. I think we have to come up with a steady idea. Would you like to talk? Take a look.
Yes, I would. I would love to. Take a seat, my dear.
Hello, I'm home. Oh, hello there. Auntie, who is this fine young gentleman?
Libby, this is my godson, Alexander. He was just showing me something, as a matter of fact. He was just getting ready to leave and go install this duty. Miss Elizabeth, would you be so kind as to fetch me a glass of water?
Yes, Auntie. What are you doing here for,
I had come down into town and pick up a telegram. E. coli is going around and contaminating the field, so I figured I would stop and check on the ladies while I was in town.
That's not good. I'll be right in to discuss these matters with you. Just allow me one moment to attend to this glass of water.
Well, hello, Aunt Maria. How are you feeling today?
Not too well, my dear. How about yourself?
Feeling all right.
Here you are, Auntie. I also found some tea in the cupboard. Would you like me to start some?
That would be lovely.
So how come you haven't been feeling well?
I'm not quite sure. I really haven't been going out anywhere.
Well, how much water have you been drinking?
I drink plenty of water on a daily basis.
Here we are.
Oh, take a seat, take a seat.
So the telegram I received this morning informed me that there was an outbreak of E. coli in the watering system.
And what exactly does that mean?
Was it here in London?
Yes, it was, and means that most of the fields were going to be infected with E. coli.
Well, is it possible for any of us to get it?
Yes, it is possible, but that just means that we will have to be very careful with what we eat.
Would you two excuse me just one moment? I have to use the private facilities.
Is everything okay in there? Do you need some assistance?
Just a little bit, my dear.
Is everything okay?
Call a nurse.
Ding dong. Is anyone home?
We're in here. We were just a little concerned because we found blood in her stool.
Okay, well, has anyone around her had any types of fecal diseases?
No, not that I believe so. Why?
Because there was an outbreak of fecal-oral diseases such as typhoid, E. coli, and cholera. Many people are becoming infected. Well, it's because there was an outbreak of fecal disease. Why? Well, she doesn't have a fever, so I'm guessing it's not typhoid. And blood suggests E. coli. Has she had any water today?
Yes, I had some tea earlier and a bottle of water.
All right, is the blood just there, or is it mixed with something?
It's mixed with, yeah, it's mixed.
Urine.
No?
Okay. Say no more. I understand. It definitely sounds like E. coli to me. Give it some time, and if it doesn't pass, then call me again. Be sure to eat many prunes and try to clean out your system. If I were you, I would stay clear of tap water for a while.
All right, thank you so much. If anything more occurs, I'll give you a call.
Thank you. Many of the diseases that people became infected with were people throughout Europe. Most of the diseases that occurred were in citizens through Russia, Germany, and Poland.
Thomas Crapper contributed to what was already made, and he came up with the idea of the siphonic flush toilet. He perfected the mechanism and make it practical for home use.
In this contraption, the water supply was placed 6 feet above the bowl. The wonderful idea of gravity helped the water flow.
In the 100 years since the passing of Sir Thomas, innovations have been made to make toilets safer, cleaner, and more environmentally friendly.
Now toilets use less water and are cleaner and easier to use.
This also helped limit the amount of people to become susceptible to catching one of the deadly diseases. People also think that it would be better to go a little bit farther and create toilet paper, and they wadded up stuff which came up with the central idea of feminine products.
Sir Thomas Crapper's innovation has made life better and easier for all of us, and that is not crap.